Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You look so cute. I love your hair. Your earrings are super cute.
Thank you.
So cute. We are so excited to speak with you today, Maddie. Is it okay if I call you Maddie? Well, your nickname
Um,
is Mads, right?
yes, Mads. Yes.
Okay, Mads. So I'll call you Mads if you don't mind.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Okay. We're so excited to talk to you today. You currently star in your film debut in Netflix's first original live action musical, Jingle, Jangle, A Christmas Journey. How exciting has all of this been for you?
It is so exciting. I mean, as you can imagine,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jingle Jangle: Christmas Journey in itself is such an amazing film that I'm so honored to be a part of. But I mean, for this being my first movie, I just feel so lucky and so grateful, and I'm feeling all the emotions,
Yeah.
tears of joy. Definitely, it is so exciting, and that is just an understatement to what my family and I and just the people a part of Jingle Jangle are experiencing right now. So it is amazing.
And you are already a triple threat. You sing, you act, you dance, you play bass guitar and the piano. I mean, you grew up in Alabama. Madalen, at what point did you take up interest in the performing arts?
Well, actually, my family as a whole, we're in love with the performing arts and music in general. I mean, every single person or almost every single person in my family plays a musical instrument. We sing, we do something related to music and the performing arts. So it's in my blood, and even before I wanted to take it publicly or do something professionally, it was what I did at home with my family. So it was just really natural for me, and I already had a love for it. But being able to do it in something like Jingle Jangle or on Broadway is the ultimate blessing. So it was already a part of me.
It
What
was
can I
already,
say?
it was already, you were already destined for this. You starred in your school production of Jungle Book in the first grade. Is this where you like got your taste of the stage, your first taste of it?
Yes, ma'am, I did. And yeah, so like you said, my school put on a production of The Jungle Book,
Mhm.
and the only reason I even wanted to audition was because my best friend at the time, she was like, Mads, or she called me Mad Cat at the time. She's like, Mad Cat, do you want to audition for the musical? I'm gonna audition. I was like, yeah, because you're gonna audition, and I want to do something with you. So yeah, and it ended up being such an incredible experience. I had so much fun. I didn't even know what I was doing at the time, but I was just up there having fun. So, who cares? It's all about having fun and learning. So, yeah.
Definitely all about having fun. But you were starring on Broadway as Sophie in Andrew Lloyd Webber's School of Rock when you got the first call for the audition for Jingle Jangle. Is that right?
Well, actually, yeah. I got the first audition in early December of 2018. So at the time I was still on Broadway, but when I got the call that I received the role, it was in February of 2019. So after the show had closed.
Talk to us about that audition process. Were there any moments throughout that process where you felt like, okay, I'm not sure about this, or where you like talk yourself up to, okay, if I don't get it, that's fine. I'm still doing really great things. Talk to us about that process.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, exactly what you just said. I feel like with every audition, you have to give it your all, give it your best, and then I just say, forget about it because there you receive so many no's in this
Mm,
business. It is so crazy, and very few yeses. But every audition, every experience is a learning experience. So you can
mhm.
take something away from that, and then put it into your next audition to make it even better. So yeah, I mean, I was nervous during the audition process, of
Mhm,
course, you know, um, but when I got there for the finals,
mhm.
um, Mr. Philip Lawrence was there, who's one of the composers, and for the soundtrack, and his energy was like through the roof. He literally made everyone so comfortable and had the most amazing like vibes. So it really just like loosened everyone up. But I love Journey and the whole Jingle Jangle, like what it's about. So I
Wow.
was so pleased to audition for it.
I love it. And I'm going to ask you a little bit about the rejection and the no's. Just I want to get your perspective. We'll get to that point. This film, Mads, comes out in a time where we all need a little pick me up, a little Christmas cheer, if you will, right? It's been a rough 2020 for a lot of people. Um, Talk to us about your character journey, Jangle, and tell us a little bit about the film and break it down for us.
Sure. So, first of all, Jingle Jangle Christmas Journey is about a toy inventor named Jeronicus Jangle, who's played by Mr. Forrest Whitaker, and how he, loses his creativity and his just ability to believe in himself after some bad things happen to him.
Mhm.
And then one day, his granddaughter Journey, which is the role that I play, she comes in to visit him and just lights up his life with all her just her spark and her just everything. She's
Mhm.
like the ultimate character, and like she's so much fun. And so she comes into his life and like turns it right around and helps him just believe in himself again and bring back his creativity just in time for Christmas. And like I mentioned, Journey is a ferocious character. She is feisty and determined. To really, bring back the grandfather that she heard about in her mom's stories. And I love playing Journey. I feel like we're really similar. And she also loves STEM, which makes it even better.
And speaking of STEM, I think that was such a great depiction in the film because it's a representation for young girls or even young boys who are into math and who are into STEM. I think it gave them hope to say, okay, if I want to, I'm not weird or I'm not different if I love math, if I love STEM. So I love how you guys depicted that in the film. It was really good. Did anybody come
Yeah.
up to you or did you receive any DMs about how, seeing you on screen, seeing your character affected them?
Oh, well, actually, yes, and it's been just so emotional and so just incredible to get these DMs and comments from people all over the world. And I've gotten DMs from moms who are videoing their little kids like dancing along to one of my songs, "The Square Root of Possible," and just enjoying the movie. And the reaction to Jingle Jangle and my character journey has been just everything and more that I could have ever dreamt of or just asked for or anything like that. So it was incredible, the response. And I'm just so thankful, it's
Yes.
crazy. It's a dream.
It's a blessing. You deserve it. You had the opportunity in this film to work alongside some industry veterans, Forrest Whitaker, Felicia Rashad, and many more. Mads, what was the biggest lesson that you took away from being on that set and being around these influential Hollywood heavy hitters?
Well, I mean, the names that you just said on that list.
Right.
I mean, Miss Felicia Rashad, Mr.
Yes.
Forrest Whitaker, Mr. Keegan Michael Key, they are all just like icons.
Hmm.
So it was, I mean, I was actually nervous at first to go on set because I didn't, know how it was going to work. And also on top of that, it was my first film.
Right.
But they are all so sweet and so kind and so down to earth. And just watching them on set and their method acting, really getting into the role, and Miss Anika Noni Rose, I
Yes.
forgot to mention her name, but she is so incredible. Her voice is out of this world. But I'm just gonna be honest, Mr. David E. Talbert, the director, he really helped me the most
Wow.
because and he was very particular about who was in my ear, and that was mainly going to be him because it's his story, it's
Mhm.
his creation. And so he really helped me the most, but nevertheless, I still learned from just observing all these incredible veteran actors, like you said.
Speaking of Anika's voice, your voice blew us all away.
Thank
You have
you.
a beautiful voice. I mean, you blew us away. I was like mouth dropped, mouth open. Yes. How did you prepare for those big musical scenes? Now I know you're no stranger to Broadway and theater and being really big. And so how did you prepare for those big musical numbers?
Well, it definitely takes a lot of preparation. I can tell you that. I definitely think that my musical theater experiences definitely helped to prepare me, for those big musical numbers that I would do in musical theater.
Mhm.
So I'm so thankful that I had those experiences to draw from, and like I said, having fun is so important to me, and I had so much fun. Recording the music and filming the scenes, it was definitely difficult. I definitely had to work hard for it, but I'm so proud of everyone involved. I mean, actually, Jingle Jangle was my first time being in a recording studio because, of course, in musical theater, it's all live. So I got to experience my first time in a recording studio. So it's a
Wow.
lot of firsts, a lot of fun, and it was awesome.
Speaking of being in the recording studio, two of your songs made the soundtrack. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, how amazing is that, Mads? That's so dope. Which
I
one is your
know.
favorite?
Ooh, of my two songs or
Yes,
just
of
oh,
your
okay.
two songs.
Okay. I mean, I like both of them because
Hmm.
let me tell you why. So, not the only one has a great message, like, well, not necessarily message, but it's just like this point in the movie at the beginning of the movie where Journey it's where you really see Journey like not comfortable in who she is and not knowing where she fits in. So I
Hmm.
think it's a really important part of Journey's journey, I guess you could say.
Right.
But then the square root of possible is another turning point in her journey because she's like the square root of impossible is me and I'm believing in myself and I know that I can do this. So both of the songs are incredible.
I love the message. I mean, I love that the songs, 'cause they can resonate with anyone, young or old. So I love
Right.
that. Beautiful, beautiful song. For those who have not seen the film, tell the people, tell our viewers why they need to tune in. It's already streaming on Netflix. It came out on November 13th. Tell people why they should be streaming and watching Jingle Jangle, especially for Thanksgiving, holiday season.
Right. Well, Jingle Jangle: A Christmas Journey, it is just a fantastic world of music and great choreography and costumes and just I feel like everything that at least I needed during this quarantine and it's just a big party it feels like, along with the incredible cast who is primarily African American, which is
Right.
something you don't see a lot of, which I'm
Hmm.
so honored to be a part of something like this for that reason. But
Right.
also, it has a great story, and it's just, obviously I'm biased because I was in it, but it's a great holiday movie, definitely that you can share with your family.
With a good message. It
Yes,
definitely is a great holiday movie with a good message.
yes.
Um, you talked a little bit earlier about rejection in the nose and the audition process and how it can be. What advice would you share? You're 11 years old. You have a birthday coming up next month. You're 11 years old, but Mads, what advice would you share with young actors or up and coming actors or young girls and boys your age that are wanting to carve out a career path similar to yours? What advice would you give them on how to even get started? What do they do?
Well, first I want to say, do what you love to do. Like Journey, she loves STEM. Do
Mhm.
whatever you love to do, whether that's this or, something with academics. Just do whatever you love to do. But if it is this, um, along with the, what you said, the rejection in the nose, please do not get discouraged because sometimes it can have absolutely nothing to do with your talent or how your audition went or anything like that. And like I said before, every audition is a learning experience. You can always learn from it. And trust me, I have had good and bad auditions. And from those bad auditions, you have to take away, maybe I should have chose a different song. Maybe I should have studied more. Maybe I should have prepared more. Anything. So every audition is a learning experience, and please do not be discouraged by the no's, and just have fun.
That's good advice for me too, as an adult. So thank you for that. I'm sure that they will take that and soak that in and apply it, for their career journeys. Madalen, how important? I see your post on Instagram. Your mom, I think she runs your account, but there are pictures and views with your dad and just family. How important has family been on your journey to getting to where you are now?
Family is so important. I mean, they all my whole family are, my biggest supporters, of course,
Mhm.
and they have made so many sacrifices for me to be able to do this and to be here talking with you right now. So I am so so grateful for my family. I cannot even express like how amazing they have been and how supportive they have been for me and the sacrifices that they have made. So I am just so lucky and thankful to have my family.
Family is important.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
and you have another film coming out, The Tiger Rising. I'm excited about this, starring Queen Latifah and Catherine McPhee. What can you tell us about this project? When is it coming out, Matt? We want to know.
Well, The Tiger Rising, it's actually an adaptation from the book by Miss Kate DiCamillo.
Mhm.
And it's about this little boy named Rob and how, he really gets down, him and his father, they get down on themselves and really get in this really bad emotional state after some bad things happen to them.
Mhm.
And so they move to a whole different state and then they meet this loudmouth, rude, uh, you know, girl named Sistine Bailey, which is the role that I play, and she is just like really rude, okay? And so yeah, so then they eventually find a tiger in the woods,
Wow.
and the tiger really helps them, you know, deal with their emotions. And all throughout the journey through the film, you really see them just grow and learn how to deal with their emotions, which I think is something that is incredibly important for kids my age and people of all ages.
Right.
So yeah, it's a great movie with a great message.
And when can we expect to see 2021, I'm assuming, right?
2021, but nothing's for certain. I don't know. Okay, you just have to look for
We'll
it.
have to look for it. We would definitely have to look for it. So, like I said, you have a birthday coming up. You're turning the big 12 in December, December 20th. Do you have any plans, safe plans where you can celebrate safely with your friends and family? Do you have plans for your birthday?
I'm going to be celebrating safely at home with my cat, Gabby Pork Chop, and but I mean, right now, I know I'm very blessed and thankful to be able to say this, but right now it is my birthday basically every day, and I am just so happy every single day. I wake up and it's like it's my birthday today again.
Right.
It's I'm living the dream, and I'm so thankful to be able to say that because I know that is definitely not the case for tons, millions of people out there. So it is my birthday every day. I'm looking forward to my birthday, but I'm living the dream over here.
I love that perspective. You're like, it's my birthday every day. Look at what I get
Right.
to do. That's perspective. I love it. I have a bonus question before I let you go, Mads. It's from one of your biggest fans. And she happens to be my 7-year-old niece, Peyton. She lives in Texas. And she wants to know, I know you spoke about your cat, Gabby. She wants to know if you have any additional pets. Do you have any more pets?
Well, first of all, hi Peyton. I hope your day is going really well. I am so glad to get a question from you. And yes, I do have other cats. So I have Gabby Porkchop, who is the oldest. She is 15, so older than I am. And then I have three other cats.
Wow.
The second oldest is Gizzy Poo, and he is a long-haired chocolate brown, and he is like 13 or 14. I'm not sure. A little bit younger than Gabby.
Wow.
And then I also have Cupcake Moon Pie. She is a tuxedo cat, which means she's black and white. And the reason she got her name Moon Pie is because her eyes are actually like yellow. And if you know what a moon pie is, like the
Yes.
center is like a wafer and it's like yellow. So yeah, so I have Cupcake Moon Pie, and then the last cat is Sunshine Sushi, whose name is a tongue twister, and she is a long-haired orange
Wow. Okay, Peyton, I hope that answered your question.
cat.
Mads, thank you so much. You are already a superstar. You have a beautiful
Thank you.
spirit. You are going far. Your perspective is on point. Never change your spirit. Keep that same attitude. I can't wait to follow your journey. I can't wait to continue to see all the amazing things you do. I want to know everything you're doing, so you have to always come back and talk to us about it. And I hope you and your family have a happy holidays.
Thank you. You too. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mads. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Where is the buzz?
Oh,
Where is the buzz you
We
said
used to be a
was
singer group.
mine,
Oh,
mine?
where